Good day, CCF family. Welcome to Sunday Fast Track, where you ask real life questions and we give you biblical truths. I'm Misha Valencia from the CCF Communications team, and we're here today with our senior pastor, Dr. Peter Tanchi, to answer some of your questions. Good day, Pastor Peter. Thank you for your message about the life of Abraham and what true saving faith is. So today we will be asking some questions about that. So for our first question, what advice would you give to parents whose children have turned away from godly values and strongly hold on to worldly beliefs despite their parents' guidance?
I suggest the following. Number one, ask questions. Find out what they believe in and then ask why. And usually you will notice the foundation of the belief system is shallow. Until you know why, you cannot help them. And number two, check your relationship with them. Because relationship is the greatest influence. If parents don't have good relationship, the children will not embrace their values. And many times there are hurts. And this hurt is going to cloud their thinking.
Yes, amen to that. So for our second question, it is getting harder for Christians to profess their faith nowadays. How should you respond when loved ones accuse you of being hateful or spreading hate speech simply because you shared biblical truths with them?
My advice is that is not really true. But the world has painted us, put us in a corner where we become defensive. Speaking the truth is not hateful speech. So what you should do is ask, can you explain to me what is hateful speech? Let them define, and you'll be shocked. You mean to tell me if I disagree with you, I'm being hateful? Sometimes it is the most loving thing to do, to disagree agreeably, because it has to do with what is true, what is not true. And that's my advice. Learn to have honest discussion and learn to disagree agreeably. We have lost the art of discussion. People are intimidated. Christians are intimidated. That's wrong. Learn to ask questions, ask definitions. And then, of course, what's your tone of voice? What's your volume? What's your heart attitude? But always speak the truth. In love.
In love. Yeah. So speak the truth in love. Don't be afraid to discuss. Yeah. Yes. So for our third question, Pastor Peter, all your children are faithfully following and serving the Lord. But was there ever a time when one of them went through a season of holding on to worldly beliefs? As a parent, how did you handle that?
By the grace of God, we were discipling our children every stage of their lives. So we never really had that season where they become atheists or they go against the Bible. When I say, I'm sure I do not know everything that's in their heart. I'm sure they probably have doubts. But because our communication line is always open, they can always come to us. Should they falter, they come to us. We don't have this long period of time where they have nobody to talk to. And I believe if you allow your children to have questions, and we allow them to have questions, and we spend time discussing, and I never shouted at them, I always respected them. And I expect them to respect their mother. Good discussion. I really believe parenting based on the Bible works. That's why we wrote a book. How to do parenting God's way. And I think the secret is letting your children come to know Jesus personally. It's all by God's grace. So I want to make sure we don't take credit. It's all God's grace, but it's all their connection with the Lord. If your children are not connected with the Lord, you're going to have a problem. But if they're connected with the Lord and they love the Lord, you have no problem.
Yes, so open communication, mutual respect, and make sure that they have a personal relationship with Jesus. Yes, so thank you, Pastor Peter, for answering our questions. And that's it for CCF Sunday Fast Track. God bless.
God bless.